Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, welcome to Words. I'm Jennifer, I'm a speech pathologist who specializes in early childhood. Today we're going to talk about bubbles, a really fun activity that always works when you want to get a child's attention, when you want to make them have some fun, and it's great for eliciting language. I use bubbles in my practice probably daily. And today we're also going to be using these communication boards. These are designed specifically for bubbles. So you see bubbles at the top, and they have two different levels. They're very similar, except that this one is a little bit more advanced because this one has spatial concepts. You'll see in and out. So for the purposes of today's video, I'll use the slightly more advanced communication board. You can always use the general core board as well, but this is great when you want to target some fringe words, which are context dependent words, more like nouns and verbs that are specific to an activity. So that's why I'm going to be using this, because it can help to expand language a little bit more. So with bubbles, we can target a lot of different early developing words, such as pop, bubble. Bubbles are great for targeting those very early developing sounds like bilabials. Those are sounds that we produce on our lips, and ba, ba, ba. That's one of the most early developing sounds. Bubbles are also great for working on oral motor skills, so having the child round their lips builds up some intraoral air pressure and blow that air out. And you can use it for requesting. You can use bubbles for joint attention, having the child interact with you and attend to the same object and reciprocate that attention. You can use bubbles for commenting, for labeling. So I'm going to show you right now how we can do that using our board. So say we take bubbles out and we want the child to request bubbles in some way or in some shape or form. So if the child is not yet using more core words, they can touch bubbles, and this is their way of requesting. If the child's verbal, they might say bubbles if they're using single words. A great phrase for requesting is always I want. So they can do I want, or if they're able to combine 3 words, I want bubbles. Now these communication boards are great because not only are they for use by your child, but they're also great tools for modeling language. So when I work with my students, I use these boards not just for them to communicate and point to, but also I am always pointing and modeling that language as well. So I can say, oh, what do you want? The child might be pointing or reaching for bubbles, and I'll say, oh, bubbles. You want bubbles, okay? You say, I want bubbles. All right, let's do bubbles. So I can have the bubbles, and I could say, it's my turn, my turn. I'm gonna take out, and 1, 2, 3, blow. And you could catch or pop, 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 pop. And you can model on here as well. Oh, you popped, pop, pop, pop. All right, we have to blow the bubbles. 1, 2, 3, blow. Sometimes I like to catch it on my wand after the child pops, and then I can use this to direct eye contact. I'll hold it up at eye level. That way they're more, that one popped, that way it's more in line with my face. And if the child is attending to the bubble, I'm more likely to get some eye contact that way. Oops, my bubbles don't seem to work. We could say, uh-oh, what happened? We need more. Again, we catch the bubble, hold it up to eye level, And you can say, okay, your turn, ready? Pop! And they can take their finger and pop, or you can put it on their nose. Pop! Where'd it go? On your nose. I also like to work on body parts with bubbles a lot. So when a child is first learning their body parts, we can use bubbles to make it more fun. So it's not just drills. We could blow the bubble, catch it on the wand, and then pop it on a specific body part. So, oh, there's a big one. You could also do size. Big, 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 big bubble. Again, like nose, you can do head. Where's the bubble going? Pop. It went on your head. Okay, ready? Where's it going? It's gonna go on your head. Touch your head, touch your head. Pop. So that's another way you could work on targeting body parts at home with bubbles. I also like to work on the early developing spatial concepts. Here I have in and out. So when we're taking the wand out, we can say, ready, take out, out, and blow more. Pop, 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 pop. Another early developing bilabial sound produced on the lips. Pop, 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 pop. So this is great for early language learners. When we're putting the wand back in, that's when I target the spatial concept in. So I can say, oh, what should I do? What should I do? And then you can use this to reference. Okay, you tell me, put in, and in. Oh, we put it in. Repetition is very important. A child acquires language quicker when they're exposed to that word many, many times. That's how they integrate it into their vocabulary. So you could also work on this earlier developing spatial concepts, up and down. So you could say, all right, ready? We're gonna blow them up, 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 up. Take out and up, 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 and down. You could have the child request which direction they wanted to blow in. Should we do up or down? And they can point, or they can say down. Oh, you want down. I want down. I want down. Ready? We're gonna blow down. Down. Boom. So as you can see, these are very simple phrases. When a child first is developing language, you want to keep that language very simple. You could use 1 to 2 words. In a general rule is to speak in 1 to 2 words higher than what that child's language level is. So if the child is using 2 words, you might want to speak in 2 to 3 to 4 words when you're speaking to them. You want to keep it simple, and you want to meet the child where they are. But it's always great to expand a little bit so that you're modeling that expanded language. So yeah, that's a really great way that we can facilitate some early developing phrases and work on some early developing vocabulary using bubbles, which is always a favorite.